Hey guys, welcome back to A-Line Psychology. I am your host Swandi and welcome back to another video. I hope you enjoyed that last video that I posted. This week I'm gonna do my best to keep it nice and short and sweet before I dump all of the final videos and photos and footages from the Velofollies in Belgium. Before I do that, I would like to add a little bit or talk a little bit about bike fitting this week. As the season is changing, as spring getting closer, people are preparing to make sure everything is good on their bike, feeling good on their bike as well. I'm seeing a lot of clients this past couple of weeks or maybe the past couple of months as well, having certain issues on their bike, trying to, start from zero again, back into the season. The trend I'm starting to hear a lot now is the most common, right? We in the generation of social media with a lot of information that is available to us. So a lot of my clients have been following advices, recommendations from friends, which is good. Cycling is very popular, so there's a lot of people that have been cycling for many, many years, which can give you good advice. But sometimes the best person to listen to is your own body, right? Take any advice that you'd like from your fellow riders, but if it doesn't feel right, maybe you need to look further into it, right? Then maybe you need to look at or see a professional that can help you further. So just to give us an idea what we look out for with bike fitting, if you look at it as a triangle, number one would be health, the rider's health. Are we putting the rider on the bicycle in a position where we don't give you injuries or prevent injuries, should I say, or stop making certain things worse, right? So the health of the rider, you got to be comfortable. A lot of people overlook being comfortable on their bike. It's not a bad thing to be comfortable on the bike, right? And then number two would be technique and behavior. So that's where now you're healthy on the bike, you're comfortable on the bike, it's been a few months, few weeks, you're feeling good, no issues. Then we can slowly talk about technique, and which will relate to behavior. What can you do to perform slightly more effective on the bike, which will then equal to speed, right? So that's the other part of it. This is where I feel like a lot of a lot of bike fitters, there's so many cool systems nowadays with camera systems and all that, which is great. But if the bike fitter is not looking at you, then it might not be as effective, the final result. It's not just about looking at the computer, looking at the angles, it's also looking at behavior. What is the rider actually doing? So that's also important, right? And then lastly, which also in my opinion gets overlooked quite a bit with bike fitting, or should I say your positioning on the bike, is your bike handling, right? You've been sitting good on the bike now, you look or you feel like you're performing well, your numbers are going up, but are you able to control your bike? Can you take a turn properly? Can you, if something happens in front of you, are you able to react properly and in time? Are you comfortable on the bike to react and so forth? So bike handling is also part of bike fitting or positioning on the bike. Very important, right? So that is, you can put yourself in the most aerodynamic position, most aggressive position. But if you take a turn with a lot of other riders around you and in a slight touch of the brake and you feel like you're already going over the handlebars, then it might need some tweaking there. Your positioning is not centered enough. You're too far over the center of the bike. So those are the things you need to look out for, right? And I know it's quite a big topic. So in the next few videos, I will, compartmentalize the subject, and then we can talk further about the topic. you are always welcome to leave a comment, and then I will engage with you from there. So without further ado, I would like to bring on to you to the next part of the video, which is more bikes, more beautiful bikes from Velofollies and all the brands that I got to see. And I will check you in the next video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Scott stand here. I can't help myself. I have to talk a little bit about this bike here. Nino Schurter, the one and only. This is his Scott Spark that he used for the Cape Epic in 2025. Special paint job, firstly, as you can see, the leopard paint job here. South Africa is one of our big five. The leopard is one of the big fives. Something special if you look very specific to Nino. The handlebar that's pretty aggressive, drop down there. The RockShox flight deck system, full electronic. And because of the full electronic system, including the dropper post, you can see that it's only the brakes that have the hoses. Unlike the rest, everything is electronic, so really clean with that. Something that is a little bit really cool with this bike, if you look underneath, because of the SRAM access system, everything that's electronic, with this system here that you normally see with triathlon bikes or time trial bikes, you have this to change your gears. So Nino Schurter also fits that for his SRAM access system, so when he's on his bike and just in the aero tuck position here, you can still change your gears. How cool is that? All right, guys, now we're at Canyon. Something new with Canyon that you might have seen with other brands, like Trek has their Project One. So Canyon's come up with their My Canyon setup where you can customize your own bike. Have a look here. Some cool bike that you can see that's not your standard ones that you can see online. Available in all different colors. Group sets you can choose. If you have a look here, whatever you'd like. Check this out, the different colors that's available. As you can see, anything that you like, you can pick. Different sizes, saddles, and as you can imagine also, wheel sets. So nothing new, but something cool for Canyon that you can obviously build your own bike that's you can identify as your own. All right, guys, as you can see behind me, we've got Jenny Risved's mountain bike. If you've been following any of the XC or XCC races, you'll be familiar with this particular one. Let me show you something cool about the bikes. This one is with the SRAM access system. So not only that it has the XX gear system, it comes with a power meter system that speaks to the electronic systems here. So that's your flight deck technology. No more manual locking out and unlocking. It thinks for you. You just ride your bike. Because of this system, you only have 2 cables that's visible on the bike. The brake cables, only 2. But you get 4 batteries on this bike. Why 4? 1 on the gears, 1 on the dropper post, 1 on the rear shock, and 1 on the fork. 4 batteries on one bike, but I love that it's all clean up front. So something really cool. I love this. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the Isaac stand, or what they call in Netherlands themselves, Isaac. As you can see here behind me, some cool colors on their Isaac Taurus or Isaac Taurus. This is your gravel, premium gravel race bikes. This particular green was the color scheme that you've been seeing in 2025. For this year, they've got 2 new color schemes. Frame stays the same, geometry stays the same, performance stays the same. So new color schemes. If you come on, follow me, they have their Isaac Mason, which is known for their aerodynamic race bike. They've also got a new color. So come, have a look here. These 2 were the previous color, and now they've got A really, really cool ruby red, glittery. Obviously it will shine a bit better in the sun. As you can see, all the aerodynamic lines on the frame. So, Isaac Bikes, if you're looking for one, I know just the guys. A shout out to Cor Mantel Toivilis. Come get your Isaac at that shop. They know what they're doing there. Alright guys, just another mention with while I'm here at the Cube stand. This is the Cube Lightning. This is the Cube Lightning Air, sorry. So they do have the Cube Lightning that you might have seen in the Pro Tours and all that. This is just the lighter version of their aero bike. For me, I just wanted to mention with the cool color scheme. Check it out. Hey guys, I can't help but showcase this special little bike here from Ville, the Verticale SLR. Besides like all the high-end components on here, I mean, come on, have a closer look at the gold carat customization on the bike here. This is truly, truly special. Alright guys, Selle Italia, one of my favorite brands out there. Being a bike fitter myself, this is a brand that I fully endorse. Flat, neutral and waved, that's more about the shape, because saddles is not just about size, it's also about the shape, right? So 3 different shapes to choose from. This one is the famous Flight Boost saddles, made famous by Mathieu van der Poel himself. And then you got the most popular SLR Boost, which now has a new shape. Also available in a 3D printed version. And the most common one for the comfort riders that prefer to sit a little bit more comfortable on their bike, the Novus Boost, also available in the 3D printed version. Super cool, super nice. Alrighty guys, Selle San Marco, right behind the Selle Italia saddle stand. We've got the Selle San Marco here. Selle San Marco short fit is one I'm personally using and have been using for many, many years. I love it. Different shapes and sizes, as you can see. Also, the short fit now available in the 3D printed version. They've got, in terms of shape, they've got waved, flat and semi-waved, so all the different shapes for all the different pelvic rotations. What I'd like to point out today will be this particular saddle here. If I'm not mistaken, this is the new mountain bike specific saddle from Selle San Marco. Very short, as you can see, for different movements on the bike, so pretty cool. Check them out, Selle San Marco. Alrighty guys, the Pinarello XC bike right here, the beast, the bike made famous by Tom Pidcock. As you can see here with the fork suspension systems with the 34 lower legs here, so that means 120 mils front and back. New generation cross-country race bikes nowadays, longer than 100 mils. Terrains are getting more and more difficult there, so suspension travels getting a bit longer. Tire size also getting slightly wider nowadays, so it's not uncommon to see 2.35 or even 2.4 size tires. So enjoy, have a look there. Dropper pose, Kashima coated, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty guys, we're at the 3T stand. As you can see next to me here, the 3T Extrema Italia. Gravel is booming in our industry. This is another example of a gravel bike that's very, very popular. This one, before I get to the cool details, if you look at the frame, this is handmade, as you can see, to create this very cool carbon layup. Very cool handmade framework here. What really cool for me is if you look here, the size of the wheel, 29 2.2 tires, ladies and gentlemen, a gravel bike with 29er 2.2 size tires. Would you look at that? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, have a look here, the Colnago Steel Novo. I mean, at one glance, you'll never think it's a steel bike. With the joints, the wells all smoothened out, it looks like it's a one-piece carbon frame, but it's a steel bike, believe it or not. Special find here at Velofollies today. Alrighty guys, we're at Selle now. As you can see, we've got some cool looking bikes here. It's still a concept bike currently. It is an electric bike. Designed to go about 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. It's just a concept bike for them to test their design of the frame on how aerodynamic things can go. And what's really cool, if you have a look here, so their new concept bike does not use a shoe to pedal interface anymore. It is the pedal, is the shoe. So as you can see here, something really cool. Just to give an idea of what the future can be. If you slowly have a look there on the handlebars, when you put the shoe on, or should I say shoe to pedal, all the buttons on there will help you to tighten the laces, adjust everything on the bike, the way of the future. So this would just show us or give us a glimpse of what the future of cycling will be from Fun Racer. And there you have it. Thank you for your time to watch the video. I hope you enjoyed some of the cool stuff there. I will see you in the next video, and please like and subscribe to the channel to help us grow and reach out to as many riders as possible. Also, don't forget to leave a comment if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, which I can bring up in the next few videos. It does not have to be bike fitting. It can be about anything on the bike or off the bike. There's a lot of things we do off the bike that helps us enjoy cycling even more. So until then, I will see you soon. Keep the rubber side down and enjoy your ride. Bye.